Yo, what's going on, YouTubers? Plumpy here. Just doing another little video like I usually do. And today we got another unboxing going on here. This is from a company called Fotodiox. I found out through them because you guys know I record all my videos. I had an older GoPro and I have a newer GoPro now. I have the GoPro Hero 8 Black. And they make a lot of parts for cameras and a lot of different parts for GoPros. Different versions, all the way from like the 3, even the 2, I think, all the way up to the GoPro Hero 8. And they make some really good quality stuff, and I reach out to them because they make like all your different parts and stuff like this for GoPro mounts, and like these little 3M sticky mounts or whatever, and these mounts like this pretty much. But they make them in basically aircraft aluminum, which is their GoTough. They basically, that's the name of the brand. It's called GoTough. It's for GoPro cameras. So I reached out to them and asked them if I could review some of their stuff possibly, or just like test out some of their equipment that they have. And they said, yeah, just pick out some things that you would use for your GoPro and we'd gladly send it out to you. And I said, cool. So I talked to the guy a few times through email and told him a couple things I wanted and definitely wanted to try out. And they sent me this little box, so we'll go ahead and open it up. I've had this for a few days. Just got around to making a video on it right now, so we'll grab something here to open this up and let you guys see what they sent out. They had some of their older versions. They're one of the only couple companies on the market right now that make like cases and stuff like that for the if I can get that back in the case, the sheet there, for the GoPro Hero 8. And they make some aluminum housing cases that are really protective, and because basically, you know, the GoPro Hero 8 it's in its own little housing, and there's no way to protect the glass anymore, that you can't change them out. That's one step I don't understand why GoPro went ahead and did that. But they did. So anyway, we'll set this right here real quick. Show you what they sent out in this. Nice. I picked a couple of the little mounts just because that's what I use here on a small tripod, and for my GoPro basically. And I do mount it sometimes to a large tripod, but not very often. I just do my videos here in my room. I'll go ahead and dump this stuff out here so I can show you guys. They actually sent more than what I even asked for just in this bag alone, and there's a lot more stuff in this box. But hopefully I can get this out here quick enough. But as you can see, this is their GoTough camera mount. Basically has the little screw set down here that'll mount to basically my little mini tripod, and replacing it from the plastic, because actually a couple of these I've broken. This is probably the third one I've owned that one's that's plastic, and like I said, these are made out of pretty heavy duty aluminum. And one cool feature is, if you guys know anything about the GoPro attachments, this here actually isn't a GoPro, but it's just like a GoPro, is if you can see this little casing, this little housing right here, a lot of times when you go to screw in the thumb screw, those things will push out and you'll lose them, and then basically if you lose that, you're done. That you can't, there's nothing else to screw onto this, so basically makes this useless if you don't have that little piece in there. And you can lose those and break those. The one thing that I do like about these is they have the little mount, the screw here is integrated inside the mount itself, so it's not coming out and you'll never lose it. So that's one cool feature. I picked green because I like green. That's pretty solid, and you're never going to break it. I mean, you'd have to super try to break this if you wanted, I mean, if you were going to, but it's a lot more sturdy. And like I said, the plastic ones, I broke 2 or 3 of those, and I don't even use them that much. Just dropping them and stuff like that, they'll snap pretty easy. These won't break at all. And you guys can see some of the thumb screws here, which is the GoTough brand. That's aluminum, and with the threadings and stuff on them, and pretty solid. You're not going to tear those up. They're going to last you pretty much a lifetime. A couple extensions. If I can get all these out of the little bags here. A lot of times when you go to put an extension on something, it won't be facing the correct way. So that's where these come in. You could put one this way, and then another one depending on which way you need to face the camera and keep it locked down. They sent me 2 or 3 of those. I didn't even know they were sending these. I literally asked for a couple of these mounts and 1 or 2 of the thumb screws, and they sent out 1, 2 of the longer thumb screws and 2 of the smaller thumb screws, as you can see here. My dog's going nuts. Someone must be at the door, but anyway, and they also sent out this. If I can get it out here. One cool thing is, I've had this happen to me. I know if you guys mess with GoPros at all, you've had this happen to you. When you tighten down the thumb screw, it gets pretty darn tight, especially if you tighten it enough to where it won't move and you're keeping it solid. Well, they come up with a little thing here. It's their Sharkbite, and what this is one of their this is the, if you can see it on there, the Fotodiox Sharkbite, sorry. And what this is for your thumb screw. As you can see that like that, it's basically a wrench to where you can tighten it and loosen it, and you're not going to tear up your thumbs and you're not going to break anything. And basically give you a little grip on it. And also on this end, another cool part, it's a bottle opener, which is super cool. I definitely suggested one of these because I've had a lot of trouble getting on and off, switching from different mounts over the years and stuff with GoPro, and that takes all the bad stuff out of it with this right here. It lets you basically tighten and loosen whatever you want. And pretty cool design. Like I said, Fotodiox makes this. This is their GoPro or GoTough brand, Sharkbite. And so they sent me out that and some other things. Actually, quite a few things that I did not know they were going to even send out. Hopefully, I can get this out of the box here. Huh. They sent out a lens mount adapter, and wow, this is their Rail Dogs. A couple different, like I said, a couple of these things I did have no clue they were even sending out. This is, if you can see, it's it'll mount onto a Picatinny rail onto a gun, which will allow you to mount my GoPro 8 onto the gun itself. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I had no clue they were even sending this out. Huh. Wow. You can see the mount there. Basically, you just mount this onto your Picatinny rail. You can mount your GoPro on the side of your gun. I have done it before, but it was really awkward the way I'd done it, and this would make it so much simpler and easier. Pretty stinking solid. We'll set this to the side. They actually sent out here's another one for the side of a gun, basically another Picatinny rail mount, but it mounts on the side. And then the Rail Dogs. This is basically a universal gun rail mount for small cameras. This is mount different cameras and stuff like that onto a gun too. So a different mount, but it actually has a swivel head on it. We'll go ahead and set that to the side. See what else we got in here. Aha, another gun mount to mount. This is basically the mount you use for like little tripods, stuff like that. And then you have these little action mounts that have they mount like this, and this is basically just a metal version mount for this type of mount to mount into on a gun. I actually requested something else they didn't send out with the thing, but which is cool anyway. I didn't know if they were or weren't, but this is a lens mount adapter for just his cameras. I don't know if this will work for the GoPro or not, but we'll open it up and check it out. Oh wow, no, they did send out what I was asking about. I was totally wrong. That said a lens adapter, and I didn't know that's what this was. It was just in the weird box. But this is what I suggested to them that I would really love to review. And this is basically their shark cage for the GoPro Hero 8. Thing's made out of aircraft aluminum, and as you can see, the GoTough brand. And basically what it is your camera sits inside here, and you have this little flip up and screw. I don't know if you can see it inside there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But with this screw head, Once you get the camera set in there, you just tighten this down, and this little lever presses down on the top of the GoPro and holds it tight inside this case, which is pretty freaking solid. And you have your little adapters on the side. The one part about the GoPro is you have to take the door off to access the SD card, the battery, or anything, or even the power cord. And as you guys know, I do have the Alonzi door on there, so now I can access the power cord and stuff like that. And it's metal, and I don't have to take it off every time I need to access that. So this is a shark cage, which allows you to pretty much, you can mount different things. You have a little mount up here for a light. You can mount stuff on the side. If you want to get some of the different lenses, like polarized lenses and different colored lenses and stuff like that, now there's a way to mount that directly to the GoPro Hero 8 with their shark cage. Like I said, this thing's pretty stinking solid. It's made out of aluminum. Camera just mounts inside there. And if I do want to step up and order some of the lenses with it, I can just, instead of having to worry about getting adapters or anything like that, basically just screws on the front here, which is super cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is their GoPro Hero 8 shark cage. They make this cage for like the 5, the 6, the 7, and they just came out with the 8. Like I said, I just got the 8 not too long ago. Basically, like I said, you just set the camera inside here. It's totally protected. With the Alonzi door on it, and like this, I'm not going to be taking it underwater anytime soon. It's not waterproof anymore, just because there's a slit out or cut out for the power cable. But even in this, if you drop it, there's no way it's going to break anything. It's totally encaged in this aluminum casing. So that was the thing that I wanted the most. I thought they didn't send it because that case, this basically just says lens mount adapter, which I didn't know that's what it was. But yeah, after reading the side of it, it is the shark cage. And I want to say thank you to Fotodiox for sending this out. I really do appreciate it, and it's going to give me some comfort in knowing that my GoPro's protected. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff, or if you guys own GoPros, you know, like I do, I own 2 or 3 of them, and that's what I use basically mainly. From now on, I'm going to use the GoPro Hero 8 for all my videos. I know this video is getting a little longer, but if you guys are interested in any of these products, you should check them out, because these things are built like a tank. They have really good reviews. I do not remember the price point on the actual cage itself. It wasn't that expensive though. I'm thinking it was around 40 bucks, somewhere around there, 40, 50 bucks. And for the life of your GoPro, you don't have to worry about breaking a lens, and you can add different colored lenses, stuff like that, and screens. Well worth the money, I think. And I mean, just all their other little things, a few bucks. I mean, for the thumb screws and the different attachments, the Sharkbite. I really don't remember all the prices on them, but I wish I did. But if you guys are interested in them, go check out GoTough brand GoPro Hero attachments and tools and stuff like that, and they make pretty solid stuff. Like I said, they have good reviews. They were nice enough to send this out to me, and if you do go check them out, tell them Plumpy you sent you. But I'll leave a link to their website down in the description. And they make stuff not only for GoPros, but for different cameras. They make all kinds of stuff. But that's how I found them, was looking at reviews for stuff and different cases and stuff for GoPro cameras. Because like I said, you guys know that's what I use 100% of the time to record all my videos. And I'll definitely, once my shoulder gets healed up, I'll definitely be using some of these gun mounts for the GoPro. That is freaking cool. I had no clue they were going to send those out. I don't know what those cost either, because like I said, I didn't even know they were sending them out. I'm sure they're a decent price on their website, but have you guys seen some of my older videos when I mounted a GoPro to a gun and stuff like that? It's actually kind of hard, and if you have the wrong mounts, they loosen up a lot. That's why I never did it a bunch, but I'm pretty sure these will mount like a tank, because they basically just slide right under the Picatinny rail, and you can mount them on different guns. The cool part is you can even mount them on pistols, which is super cool. You guys know I love guns, stuff like that. So anyway, like I said, go check them out. Fotodiox, they make the GoTough brand, just accessories for GoPros, and they make a lot of different stuff for different cameras. So if you guys are interested, click on the link down in the description. You can go check them out. Tell them Plumpy sent you. And I want to say thank you again to Fotodiox for sending this out to me. I really do appreciate it, and it's going to prolong the life of my camera. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks.